back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and I'm a content creator providing content creator tips and tricks for new content creators, beginner content creators, UGC creators, and I also throw in a little bit of productivity tips in the mix as well. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is super exciting and something that is definitely crucial to content creation and UGC creation in a whole, which is brand outreach. So whether you're a content creator just starting out or you're doing UGC, collaborating with brands is something that can definitely elevate your content and open up new opportunities for you. So let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, so first things first, I think we should talk about the basics of brand collaboration. So when it comes to it, I feel like when you're first wanting to reach out to brands, one of the first things you should do is your research. And when I say research, like literally just look for brands that will align with you, your content, and what it is your audience is kind of already expecting from you. You can use tools like social media, Google, influencer platforms, and I actually have a video already on like UGC apps I'll leave here and also down in the description as well. But I mentioned some apps that you can use, but literally just use your research, see what brands are out there, see what brands that align with the content that you're already making, and what is already, reaching your audience that, make sure everything is right for you when it comes to looking up brands. And then from there, like just make a list of brands that you can reach out to, so you're not trying to like rack your brain or like scroll through social media for hours trying to find brands that you want to reach out to, when you can already kind of have a list built, and once you see another brand that you like or want to reach out to, you can just add to the list. Okay, and the next thing I would want to talk about when it comes to reaching out to brands and brand collaborations is crafting a pitch for them. Your pitch should be something that is professional, something that can be personalized, tailored to the brand and, what you can bring to the brand by creating content for them. In your pitch, and you can either do this via Instagram DMs, TikTok DMs, or email, which I would prefer doing email because, there's some PR marketing person that looks at all the emails and can, you may get a better response rate from that. If you just want to DM these brands or email them, but like when I'm talking pitching, I'm thinking like email. So, but anyway, this can work out. I just want to give you like the basics of, what you can do or how to prepare to do a pitch for a brand. In your pitch, you can definitely introduce yourself, tell them why you love the brand and how you can add value, to their brand and to their content. And as a plus, you could also mention like relevant information like your follower count, your engagement rates, good stuff like that. You can do that as well when you're crafting your pitch. As an example, you can write a pitch saying, "Hello, insert brand name. My name is Brittany. I'm a content creator that's passionate about insert niche. I've been a fan of your insert product service, and I believe that my audience of, insert follower count here, if you like." Or you can just say I believe my audience love the product and or service as well. I love to discuss a potential collaboration with you all where, I can showcase insert idea, insert concept, whatever you want to put in that part. Let me know if you're interested. It could be something as simple as that, and I'll have it typed up somewhere on the screen so you can kind of see what I was, kind of trying to say as far as the email pitch. You can definitely use that as an example when it comes to crafting out a pitch, because I know it's kind of hard, like off the spot, to do personalized emails for each brand. But if you do, like, especially in the beginning, if you have like an example or something that you can go by where you can just like take out the brand's name to put a new brand's name in, or, if you have if you're reaching out to similar brands, you can, if you want to, just switch out the brand names, and if they have like the same product and or service, you can just swap out, what needs to be swapped out and use that email base for your base in, all your pitches, if that makes sense. So the next thing when it comes to, you just pitched your ideas to a brand, and you're waiting for a response. Sometimes, yeah, they don't respond. You have the option to just follow up with them, like, "Hey, did you get my email?" Or, regarding this, I would really, love your, not feedback, but looking for your response or something like that, just to remind them, because I'm pretty sure that they get tons of emails on just, a lot of things. So definitely it doesn't hurt to follow up. But when it, sometimes you may get a reply back and they are actually interested in working with you and creating content with you. Next would come negotiating the terms of whatever you're doing with this brand. That can be talking deliverables, time frames, turnaround times, compensation. I will say, when you're first starting out, and you are a new content creator, new UGC creator, it's likely when you email them and they respond back that they are probably going to just want to send you something in exchange for just creating content, which would be called a gifted collaboration. You just need content. They just want to, gift you a product, and you just make a video, like an Instagram reel, a TikTok, a carousel post, a story post just for their brand, and making sure that you have certain hashtags and whatnot in that post. But sometimes they'll reply back and they'll say, what's your pay rate, or what's your price for this amount of videos or this amount of pictures, and you can just negotiate from there. Now that if got your first brand deal, you have negotiated terms, you've likely already signed a contract, and everything is in place for you to just go ahead and wait for the product and start making content. Once you receive that product and you are sitting down or wherever you are to film the content for the certain product and or service that you are going to be showcasing in your content, make sure that you still stay authentic to how you film and what your audience is used to. That is something that is crucial, because like I mentioned earlier, if you are reaching out to a brand because they have this product and or service that you find that your audience will find useful, when you are showcasing that content, it needs to be authentic. It needs to showcase your personality. It needs, like, your audience is going to see the content and they're going to say, oh, I really want this product and or service because of how she came across, of how she explained things, how she, still kept her personality, how she made it just feel real. You want it to feel real. Their ads, for these brands, they're, sometimes you can use like organic content where it doesn't have to be like too flashy, it's just showing the product, but still make sure it's something that is authentic to you and it's something that you can, not have to go too far out of your content zone, if that makes sense. So you can still, be recognized in your content, not just because you're promoting a brand's product and or service. Literally, if you have a skincare product that you receive from a brand and you've been doing skincare videos on your, pages as content for, content creator wise, UGC wise, your audience has, picked up on how you do your content. So if you get a paid collaboration, even if it's gifted, and you make a video for it, it should still fall in line with that same style of content that you already do. It might be a little bit more flashy because you're maybe getting paid and you want to like show off a little bit, but don't like take it too far outside of yourself and your content that you are already usually doing and that your audience is used to. Something that I did not know when I, was just first starting out my UGC journey, my content creator journey, is after you've done a collaboration with a brand, the content is good, they like the content, whether you had to post it yourself or send it to them, if they like the content and everything is said, you were paid, if it was a paid collaboration, still follow up with them. You want to build relationships with these brands, so when they have something else available or a campaign that comes active and they're wanting to find creators, they can remember that you did some great work, and you keep me in mind for future campaigns, future collaborations. I would love to work with you if you like the brand or the product or service that you were, making content for. Don't be afraid to follow up with them. Say, hey, I love working with you. This is, the results from the video. If you have posted it yourself, I'm getting a lot of reach on it. People are asking me about, any other products that you guys have. Like, if you, like you can say, if you have any other campaigns that I could be a part of, just, I'll be glad to work with you all again. You could just say something along those lines, just so, that you can be back of mind when something comes up. Definitely don't be afraid to follow up. That's something that I didn't know when starting. Like, I just was like, okay, I did y'all content, y'all paid me for it, or I got a gifted product and I did my content, like, that's over with, But, like, definitely follow up with them and say, I really enjoyed your brand, the process, the products. Like, I would love to work with y'all again. As simple as that. Something else that I would like to say when it comes to brand collaborations and, working with brands is to, like, delivering your results. Like, if a brand comes out and says, hey, I can pay you X amount for X amount of posts, and I'm going to send you this product, and I'm going to need you to have it done in 3 days, or I need you to have it done 3 days after you receive the product. Okay, so that means once I receive the product, I have to have something filmed, edited, and like to my liking, to the brand's liking, per the brief or concept that they give you, and you need to have it back to them in 3 days time. So honestly, when you hear 3 days, hear like 2 days. Make sure you have it at least the day before, or not right on the day, like last minute, because that sends like these signals to the brand, like, okay, like, we told her 3 days, but so definitely keep that in mind. Definitely, if you want to, go ahead and start prepping and planning for whatever content you're going to do before the product even arrives, because likely they've already given you concept or like a brief of what to follow when it comes to doing your content, and you can look up the product and or service and find key features, find points that can stand out that you can talk about in your content. So literally go ahead and plan what you're going to do for your content, so when the product arrives, you literally are ready to go, and you can get to editing and making it look cute and beautiful and all that for the brand. And another thing that I would say when it comes to working with brands, brand outreach, all that, is you want to keep that somewhere so you don't forget what brand you reached out to, what brands you've already worked with, or what brands paid you, what brands just gave you gifted collaborations. Definitely keep that all somewhere. And again, I'd highly recommend Notion. I'm in the process of reorganizing my Notion now, and I've already told you guys that I have like a brand partnership page on my Notion where I can just literally add the brand name, add the product they gave me, add when they gave it to me, if I had a contract or something to sign, if I had got paid, if it was gifted, like literally put all that in there so you can know that, okay, I worked with this brand back in, this month. Maybe I can try to reach out to them again and see if they have any campaigns available. Or I reached out to this brand, but I don't think they emailed me back, so I might need to go ahead and follow up with them. Like, keep that all in place so you can know exactly what's going on, and you're not doing like duplicates of everything, or forgetting things that you've already did or reached out to, or brands that you've already reached out to. If you're not a Notion person like me, but I highly recommend you switching over to Notion. But if you're not used to Notion, or you don't use Notion, you can definitely use like Google Sheets, something that you can take and input things that you've already done so you can keep track of what you're doing. All right, and there you have it. These are my top tips when it comes to brand outreach, collaborating with brands, all that good stuff. Definitely some of these things I did not know when I first, started reaching out to brands, and I was definitely inconsistent with my outreach, my pitching, my following up, and all that good stuff. So hopefully this all helped. All right, so I hope you found these tips helpful, and definitely feel a little bit more confident when it comes to reaching out to brands and actually conducting these brand collaborations. That all being said, you reached the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, do leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content creator tips and tricks just like this one. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I'm posting, which is currently Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to share your own collaboration experiences down below. I would love to hear them, because everybody is different when it comes to reaching out to brands and actually doing the collaboration and submitting content and all that. So if you have anything different from what I've shared here today, definitely don't be afraid to leave it down below. I would love to look at them. I would love to read them, interact with y'all, all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you all on the next video. Peace.